Oh, absolutely. Please, Leonard.
So you're in Mexico now?
That is correct. It's right now 5 minutes to 5 in the morning in Mexico.
Oh, I thought it's 6 in the morning, but you still look pretty awake, so...
Oh, ask me that question again at noon.
You're at home now, or how is COVID-19 affecting you in Mexico?
Well, in Mexico, we are taking a little bit of a hybrid approach. That part. This right here is our office.
Yes.
And part of the things that we need to do is half of us stay indoors at home, and half of us go to the office. We need to go through controls, and then you have all those steps in the middle of the office that require us to keep our social distance. And then all of those places where you see the signs that are marked where people are. This is our mapping production area. That right there, that's Vanessa. She's one of our mapping technicians, and she's working on AU4, which is our own digital photogrammetric workstation. And she's doing some feature compilation right now. AU4, not only the activities that are being done on site, but for example, you see there is our collaboration platform called Monday, and then we have other different platforms to collaborate. But the interesting thing about AU4 is that we're running it on the cloud and taking advantage of the local hardware that you're running. So the stereoscopic cards and all that. That's Rodrigo, our mapping manager. And here on that side is his wingman, Ruben, who is also the supervisor of all the mapping activities. So as you can see, we have a fair amount of people in our headquarters. However, we have also a couple of additional production centers where the rest of our team is.
So the AU4 thing is one of your highlights for this year's Intergeo, or do you have a special product which you want to show us?
Sure. As a matter of fact, I have a couple of products that I would like to show you. Quick question before we go into that. Are you into skateboarding by any chance?
Yeah, I have a proper BMX background, but actually... way more often I started to ride, so yeah, I'm a bit into skateboarding, definitely.
Okay, well, I have my skateboard right here, and I want to take you on a little bit of a ride, if that's okay for you.
Yeah, let's go skateboarding.
All right, let's go. All right, enough goofing around. This right here is our Vision 360 solution, which is part of our highlights. There's a lot of folks out there that are putting together their mobile. That got me a little bit tired. I think I need a little bit more tequila. Okay. So what we're doing right here is showing you our interface that we use with photogrammetrical principles to get to take measurements without having a LiDAR system on the cars. So that's in Mexico, we're very challenged in terms of price and it's a market that is very price sensitive. So by using only the images without a LiDAR system, we can provide measuring capabilities. And this is something that can allow us to do it either distances, areas, but especially the interesting thing about this is that whatever we write down here or the measurements that we take can be seen on different panoramas. So you can move from one panorama to the next, and then the information that you are gathering stays continuous across the different areas. So that's one of the highlights that we had for Intergeo. The second highlight that we have is our Oblix solution, which is a viewer that runs on eCarto, which is this interface that you're seeing right here. This is one of my favorite parts and projects that we've done, which is Los Cabos. Right there, you're looking at one place, and the elements of the oblique images are very relevant. Usually when you look at the 3D model, there's a little bit of distortion in the middle of the images. So when you're looking at the flat image itself, it gives you more elements to be able to do measurements, and it looks exactly as it is. And whenever you're meeting people, at least in Latin America, and you're showing them the flat picture, then they know it's a picture. And if you show them a 3D model, that's cartoonish, that could be tricked, and that's not exactly what it is. So that's part of the Oblix solution. And one of the elements of it is that, if you can see there, we can take measurements as well on the oblique images. So that provides us with the facility of, let's say, if you want to measure a roof because you're going to put some paint to avoid water to coming in. So you can use the solution to do that. And then let's say you need to take a measurement to go upstairs, to put a ladder, then you can also measure that. And that's being used, for example, for C4s and C5s, which are security dispatch centers. And that's pretty much about Oblix. And the final thing that we are offering, which is aligned. Oh, an important thing is that Oblix and Vision 360, you can put them together. Uh-huh. And this right here is an example of a report where you have the oblique images and the panorama that we took with Vision 360. And this is something that is very useful. In Europe, it doesn't happen very often, but in Mexico, people stop paying their taxes, and it's one of the things that helps us to identify where there has been changes in the houses. Finally, and I think that's the last highlight of our Intergeo export, is our mapping outsourcing services. The reason for this is because as a group, as a company, this is our core business, but we have developed some strategies to work, thanks to COVID-19, with people across the globe without the physical interaction. So what you're looking at right now is a project in Costa Rica where we never went. We got the images over the internet. You see all those are the advances of the project and the project management of the map. And then this right here is the AU4 interface, where you are actually managing the teams of people that are doing the mapping. And that right now is uploading the images to the cloud, and our folks that are doing the mapping are in different cities. In Guadalajara, in Monterrey, in Brazil, in Argentina, in Kenya. So it's one of those things that has transformed our business.
Cool. That was definitely one of the best presentations I've had on this Intergeo, especially skateboarding through Mexico, showing me around, showing me the whole landscape.
You met the city of tequila.
Yeah.
I don't know, lots of people realize that there is a little bit more than the drink.
I need definitely drink after this first digital Intergeo. So,
well, it's noon already in Germany, so I think you're good.
Yeah, I have to ask my boss first, I think. But later off, after 6 o'clock p.m., we definitely will celebrate a bit here, I think. So, perfect. How is the first digital Intergeo for you?
Well, this has been quite interesting. We have faced many challenges. I think one of the interesting things about being digital is that I can talk to. Sorry, I had my team on the line because they wanted to say hello. Is it okay if they say hello?
Yeah, they can join us for sure.
All right, guys. Say hi to the folks in Intergeo. You can remove your glasses to be a little bit more. You're famous right now. You are being seen all over the world in Europe. All right, that's enough. Thank you very much. Go back to work. Okay. Sorry. I had them waiting for this moment.
It's cool that Intergeo is such a big thing for you over there, overseas, there in Mexico. So,
Well, we've been participating at Intergeo for the past 10 years, and this is the very first time that we are participating as exhibitors. And we've done the tour, and we usually all wear tennis shoes and those backpacks with the wheels so that you can put all the brochures in.
yeah.
I think one of the things that I really miss, besides the drinks at the end of the day and those epic parties that the other guys throw out, is that we don't get cards. There's no business cards. And it's, hey, send me your address on the chat, and then when you close it, then you lost the email. And we've done a little bit of innovative thing for this, and we want to offer it to the rest of the other folks to make it easy. It's put together a digital card. So essentially it's just getting a QR code, and the QR code will have all of your information, and that way you save it directly on your phone, and you don't have the little card, but you get the information on your phone, which will allow you to keep moving forward with that information.
Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. I will write it down on my feedback thing. And yeah, thank you for your time down there in Mexico.
My pleasure. If you go to our booth, we put together a business card generation tool. So you go in here, and then you put in your information, and then you can save that QR code, and you can use it to share your own information with the other guys at the other booths.
Oh, that's a really cool thing.
This is our swag.
You should type this down in the social feed that everybody come to you and use this QR code generator, because it's
we'll do it right now.
Such a great innovation. So yeah, thank you for your time, and yeah, I hope you don't fall asleep in the next few hours and celebrate the last I think 6 hours of Intergeo with us. And yeah,
thank you, Larry.
See you soon. Thank you for your time.
Take care. Cheers. Hi to everyone.